Who is led by their form teacher, Mr. Cyrilla. 5-1 is led by their teacher, Ms. Oblito. And we have 5-3 coming in, led by their teacher, Ms. Rana.
I am this morning profoundly honored and joyous to have the opportunity to host and welcome everyone here today to this auspicious occasion. We are here to celebrate the graduation class of 2024. It is our intention today to present a program that will remember, reminisce, celebrate the last 5 years spent here at this institution. Now, when the Dean, Ms. Thompson, came to me and she asked me, she said, Mr. Maraj, would you like to host the event with Ms. Manswell? I was truly, truly honored because I've been teaching for 21 years and this year group, after 21 years, thousands of children, I have become so close with. It was truly, truly amazing. And I've asked myself, why? Why did I get so close to this year group? And only when they left, it hit me. This year group is one group of students who are so caring, understanding, loving, and passionate that when they left, I missed certain things. For example, when you come to school in the morning, a teacher came and I'd come in the morning, and if I was down in any way or sad in any way, I had students who come up to me and say, like Nicole, like Haley, and others who come to say, Mr. Maraj, you okay? Everything all right? You want to go by the counselor? And even though, you know, it's something that I will tell them, they will tell me, and that sort of care and compassion really was appreciated. We had other students like Alea and Pretty V and Chelsea who were always willing to talk. Even though it might cost me 2 doubles, still they were always willing to talk. I often enjoyed my conversations with Ashish over cooking and the future of cooking and what we're going to cook, and he would bring stuff for me. Rohan will get into some very intense conversations about the future. And we cannot forget Joel. Sometimes I used to have to hide from Joel because when Joel started to give a story, you cannot leave, no, you're not allowed to leave until the story finished. And these little things, they really made the job a lot easier. They made the job a lot more enjoyable. And guys, there's one thing. You know, every year students usually come to us and say, sir, you will miss us? And we say, yeah, we'll miss you all. But you all guys, for real, I will truly, truly miss you all. And I can stand up here and talk for hours and hours about all of you, because I know everybody's business, because everybody used to come and talk to me. But we have a program to get into. So, Ms. Manswell?
Well, when Mr. Maraj started talking about the class, just now I was wondering if I was at the right graduation, which class is this, all this caring and all this love. But this class is indeed very, very special to my heart. You see, I had the privilege of teaching all 3 classes when they were in Form 4. And I learned many, many things from all the classes. For instance, I learned what buffo means. Yes, y'all may not know, but I know because I learned it from our Form 5 students. I also saw not so silent protests with some caution tape that that class will remain nameless, but not so silent protest. And I had the opportunity of seeing a certain young man, Jordan, run around in a skirt at some point in time. Alright? So I had many new experiences with this class. And you all really hold a very, very special place in my heart. And I am so very, very proud that you have made it to the end. And I can see that your futures will be bright as long as you continue to be these sweet, caring darlings that we know you all to be. You all know that you're all my babies, and I will definitely miss you.
Let's get to the program, miss. Yeah.
And we will now be favored with an item of music. Now, the Pan Warriors are Brazil's representative pan side. Yes, have you all ever heard them? Let me see the hands of those who have heard the pan side of Brazil. Oh yes, yes, they are led by Miss Danielle, and their captain is your very own Jordan Villarreal. So let's put our hands together for the Pan Warriors as they perform for us, I Know Who I Am. of Brazil here this morning. Do you feel the warmth? Do you feel the warmth, parents? Yes? Do you feel the warmth, kiddies? Yes? All right, nice. Now that we feel the warmth, I would just like to especially welcome all those who have chosen to join us today. Now, to our dear pastor, Mr. Roger Holder, Pastor Roger Holder, we'd like to thank you for allowing us the use of your facility to be able to host this event. Let's give Pastor Holder a grand round of applause. We've been welcome also to our principal, Mr. Thomas, our vice principal, Ms. Lorenzo, members of the PTA, local school board, agricultural society in Brazil, and other specially invited guests. To our hard-working teachers, we are happy that you dress up and look so pretty and came out today to celebrate with our students. As well as other members of staff, of course, the dedicated parents, family members, including the siblings who may have given them some trouble over the years, friends, as well as well-wishers of our graduating class, we welcome you all today to Brazil's 2024 graduation ceremony.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. As we move along on our program today, our next speaker is someone who has been very instrumental in shaping the development of all of your children, all of the graduates here today. He is very interactive with them, he gets along well with them, and a lot of the policies and strategies he has used, which have made them into the loving, caring, excellent communication students that they are today, is none other than our principal with the principal's address, Mr. Curtis Thomas.
Firstly, a pleasant good morning to each and everyone. The school supervisor, Mr. Ramesh Sankaran, wanted to be here today. He had a function that was carded for yesterday, and because of the rain and the putting off of school, that function was put off to today, and he had to attend to that. So unfortunately, he would not be here, but he asked me to communicate his best wishes to the graduating class, that you move forward, you prosper, and be in good health. So that is from the school supervisor, okay? Getting that out of the way. Let's get to the speech now. I'm not going to take very long. And Mr. Mirage, where's my I'm not going to take very long. Oh, yes. Distinguished members of the head table. Pastor Roger, a good friend of mine, we go back donkey years. The donkey is dead. It's a long time. And then we have our featured speaker, Mr. Seeley. Also to the vice principal, heads of department and deans of Brazil Secondary School. Faculty members, civil service staff, MTS, cafeteria staff, local school board members here this morning, PTA, and other special invited guests. Proud parents, and most importantly, the graduating class. Today marks a significant milestone in your lives. As I stand here before you, I am filled with immense pride and joy, reflecting on the incredible journey each one of you has undertaken to reach to this day. I'm not going to call names as Ms. Maxwell and Mr. Mirage, but you will know, like Shorty, like the basketball team. I'm still waiting for Jamaican party. But I would have interacted with you all over the past 5 years, and I did enjoy it, although sometimes I had to be very stern, sometimes I had to punish you. But over the years of my tenureship in education, I have never met a child that I didn't like. And my desire for each one of you all is that you excel and become the best version of yourself as you move forward. I am filled with immense pride and joy, reflecting on the incredible journey each one of you has undertaken to reach to this day, and I just said that. Graduating from secondary school is no milestone or no mile feat. The road has not always been smooth. It has not always been straight, and all of you all would have experienced challenges from time to time. However, today is a testimony to your hard work, dedication, and preservation. You've made it. And indeed, today, your lives begin as you enter into a new chapter in your book of life. When you first walked through the doors of Brazil Secondary School, I want to believe that you were filled with curiosity and eagerness to learn. Over the years, you have grown as individuals. You have faced challenges, celebrated triumphs, and forged friendships that will last a lifetime. Each experience has shaped you into the remarkable young adult that is sitting here today. At Brazil Secondary School, we sought to equip you with the knowledge, skills, and values that will serve as a foundation for your future endeavors. However, beyond the textbook and exams, we must recognize the importance of resilience and empathy and integrity, those types of qualities which will guide you as you navigate the complexities of life and as you move forward in this world that we must exist in. As you step into the next chapter of your life, I encourage you to embrace the opportunities and challenges that will come your way. Remember that success is not only measured solely by academic achievement or professional accomplishments, but by the impact you have on the lives of others. Be kind, be courageous, and never stop learning. Life will present you with numerous paths, some of which may be unexpected or difficult. Do not be afraid to take risks and make mistakes, for it is through these experiences that we grow and discover our true potential. Surround yourself with positive influences, seek out mentors, and always believe in your ability to make a difference. To parents and families, thank you for your support over the years, which has been instrumental in helping us shape these young individuals into the graduates that we celebrate today. Put your hands together for your children. To our dedicated teachers, civil service staff, MTS, cafeteria staff, and others. Your commitment to service, education, and passion for nurturing young minds has been invaluable. You have not only imparted knowledge, but also inspired our students to strive for excellence and to be the best version of themselves. Put your hands together for the teachers. To our graduates, as you leave this school, Brazil Secondary, and embark on a new adventure, know that we believe in you. That's the truth, we believe in you. And we are excited to see the incredible things that you would achieve. Put your hands together for our students. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2024. Go forth with confidence, curiosity, and compassion. The world awaits your positive impact. Blessings.
They are the Daughters of Zion from the Victory Tabernacle New Testament Church of God. So let's put our hands together and welcome these dancers. I'm excited to see the dancers, just like the band side, who has the captain, Jordan, a graduate. We have Jadea Joseph, who's also a graduate as part of the dance group.
The hour is dark, and it's hard to see. When actions are few, when I can't see what you're doing, I know that you're proving you're the God who comes through. Oh, but I know that over the years, I'll look back on this moment and see your hand on it, and know you are here. And I'll testify of the battles you've won, how you were my portion when there wasn't enough. And I'll sing the song of the seas that we crossed, the waters you parted, the waves that I've walked, singing, oh, my God did not fail. That's the story I'm telling now, yeah. Oh, me singing, I know it is well. I know it, that's the story I'll tell.
His popularity has grown and has extended even beyond broadcasting. He can be seen playing the role of Master of Ceremonies at several events, ranging from government functions to charity events to concerts and, of course, school activities such as ours. His mission remains to bring entertainment and laughs to as many people as possible, and to be one of, if not the best, Master of Ceremonies that the country has ever seen. This young, energetic, charismatic gentleman was born to entertain.
Nice, Miss Manswell. Very professional, very professional. However, we are not introducing a pastor. We are not introducing a minister. But the graduates might be a little too young. They were in Standard 5 in 2018. But the parents might know. I was there in Army Fete when I was inspired by this person. Inspired by this person. I was thinking, but wait now. Anybody could be a singer. Best I become a singer too. Because he took his Iowa song and he remixed it and put some food in it and everybody loved it. I don't know the parents remember. You remember? Put some chana in the bara. Your parents, you must remember. Put some chana in the bara.
We have some young
And he was a hit. But real likes, real love. But the one that got me was he was on another stage. And it really resonated with me now because I'm older and I'm feeling the pains. Wake up on a Monday, there's a lot of pain. And he went on to say, he was doing a shadow. Easy tension. Easy tension. You remember that one? Tension in my body, tension in my soul. And he remixed it. And he said, bring the pension. Bring the pension.
Which we can all relate to.
Yes, I'm feeling like bringing the pension. And so, we are very pleased this morning to have none other, and let's start the graduation, to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Sonny Bling. Let's put our hands together.
All right. Morning. I'm now watch everybody. Morning. Are you all right? Okay, so my name is Sonny Bling. I'm Karen Silly. I've been in entertainment for about 20-somebody years, about 21, somewhere there. This year is going to be 19 years since I've been on radio. I am on Slam 100.5. I do the afternoon program with them from 3 to 6 p.m. I've also been on 94.1 when I started, for about 9 years. I was on Synergy TV before that. And I just been around now. You know, so first of all, I want to say congratulations to you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. Man. Give yourselves a round of applause, yeah? Could you give your parents a round of applause too? The teachers a round of applause too? Could you all give them a round of applause now? Come on, a little more than that, a little proud of us. You want them to come back next week? Alright, so I want to start off by saying, let me start with a little quote. Everybody like quotes, you know, so I'll start with a little quote from my father. You know, my father is my partner, and he told me a lot of things over the years. So I want to start off with a quote, 10 two-letter words, and it says, if it is to be, it is up to me, right? So 10 two-letter words, real simple. And I think the theme on the flyer says life starts now, today? Correct, life starts now, and that's a serious thing. Because I've been in your shoes before. I went to secondary school, and I understand that the changes that we're going to face. My son just got SEA results, he got one of his choices, he didn't get the first choice, so he cannot break his heart. But I want to bring that back into today because life really starts now, you know what I mean? As I told my son when he got his SEA results last week, he was really excited, but he was not super happy because he get the first choice now. But as I told him, I said, this is one of those changes in your life, unlike preschool when you went to primary school, where you were really responsible for the outcome, you know, to be quite honest, at the end of the day. So the result that you get at the end of all of this is not because of your parents, it's not because, you know, the teacher helped you through, or somebody who know you pull a string for you. We're at a stage in our lives here right now where the things that are happening to us are all based on the choices that we would have made. So bringing it fast forward to you guys here now, Form 5, when they get ready to go out into the real world, right? And the results that you all are going to get from CXC is not supposed to surprise you. It's a full reflection of the past 5 years of your miserable life. Yeah? I want to say it just like that because as teenagers, we all been there, you know. We just want to do our own thing and we want to live and you want to be free and this is my life and you can't tell me what to do and I'm my old man and I'm my old woman and CXC results come out and you get uppercut. And you realize, wait, that's why I was doing all this time, right? Yeah, that's what I was doing, I was wasting time. But now it's a little too late to go back and change that. What you need to do is continue moving forward, right? And this is a real important point of your life. It's not the end of your journey. It's really kind of like the beginning of your life because there's so much more life when school is done now. I would still say like everybody else, school days are the best days of your life. If you really enjoy your school days, put your hands up, give me a round of applause. If you enjoy school days, I'm like, clap and make noise, man. School days was like the best days. Yeah? Unfortunately for you all were robbed a couple of years because of the pandemic. You know what I mean? I had a daughter in secondary school too, so that's a real big deal. They get robbed some serious years and that's a real big deal, right? But I just want to urge everybody in the room right now to keep it real. I'm a realist. And I wasn't the most successful in the CXC days, if you want to put it that way, but it didn't stop me. You know what I mean? I understood what I wanted out of this life and I kept working for it. And if it is to be, it is up to me. You know what I mean? And you need to understand how important that is. Your future is solely dependent on you, not the person next to you, not the brethren you was coming to link up in school every day and you're riding hard, not your girlfriend who used to pump it and go in the cafeteria and whatever. No. Chances are after graduation, you can look to your left and your right now. Look to your left and your right now. Do it. Look at the person next to you. Look at the person next to you. Trust what I'm telling you. Do it now. Do it now. Don't make it a scene. Look at the man next to you. Afraid of. Because here's what I'm telling you. After today, you might never see some of these people ever again in your life. And that is not a joke. So because I now said that, look at them one more time. Look to your left and your right. Do it one time. Do it one time. Trust me. After today, just like primary school, how many people in here right now have not seen some classmates since primary school? My point is, after today, you may not see some of these people for the rest of your life. Reminding you that you are on this journey by yourself. Yes, we're in a planet with a lot of different people, but most of the decisions that we make is really up to us. And we have to give God thanks for the power to be able to make decisions and make choices, right? And I want you to just take a few words from me here real quick. One, respect yourself. You have to really respect yourself going forward in this life. Right? I could come in front here. Yeah, feel to sit down. I could sit down here. Not very often you might get this happening and you are no brand new, right, different. So, we're on the stairs in school now, we're reasoning. You know what I mean? So here's what I want to tell you, right? One, respect yourself. Fellas, ladies, respect yourselves. Captain, hear out now, where you listen to man. I know you was, yeah, right, good. Respect yourselves, right? And when you respect yourself, people will respect you. There's a quote from The Alchemist, which is a book I read a million years ago, and I just love the quote from this book, which says that when we change the way we treat ourselves, everything around us change as well. Everybody will treat you better, more or less now. So in other words, if you're a hot girl and you like to move around looking like a baddie, and you decide one day now to dress a little differently, you're going to realize it goes from catcalls to a different kind of greeting now. So when you treat yourself better, everything around you becomes better. Fellas, you have to understand that we're in a world that's up against you right now. There are a lot of X's against you in this world. And we live in a world, if you ask me, that's more geared towards the woman, because when you look at TV or read the papers, you hear everything is woman this, woman that, and that's fine. But in reality, we have to understand that we as fellas have to keep up, or else we're going to get left out as well too. You know what I mean? The real world has no room for you to make excuses. I came out of school and I became a parent by 21, I think I was a father. I have 4 children now, and the mother of my 3 or 4 children was actually in my class from Form 1 to Form 5. Now, I didn't know she was going to be the mother of my children after. But my point is that your future bride might be in the room here right now, or your future husband might be in the room here right now. You may not know it for another 3-4 years, but they may be in the room right now. And chances are your husband and your wife done born, and there's somewhere in the world waiting on you right now. And the future is waiting on you, right? And you have to really plan for it, and you have to prepare for it. Knowing what you want for yourself is most important in this life. Knowing what you want for yourself is most important in this life. When I left secondary school with all the people, 5 passes, my parents had that vibe that, you know what I mean, no full certificate mean you ain't no way one among 2 in this life. And if I really rest my head on that, like, yeah boy, that's the end all for me, I would not have been here today. You know what I mean? But I believe in myself. I am happy to do a job that I love. I work in entertainment, and strangely enough, a million years ago I told my father I am not going to work an 8-hour job. And my father watched me as a madman because he was a police officer. But 19 years later, I worked 3 hours on the radio, you know. Give me a round of applause, clap for that. Clap for that. Yeah, right now your parents in the back, vex at that, vex. You know, but that's the truth. I lived the life that I wanted to live by God's grace, you know what I mean? I'm so thankful to be able to do that. So I believe long time that I mustn't work no 8 hours, no day, I mustn't put on no shirt and tie and sit down in no office. And to this day, I don't. I actually sit down in my own office when I feel like. And I go to work on the radio for 3 hours, so I have to go to work this afternoon for 3 o'clock. By 6 o'clock, I done work. By the time 6:30, I back home in my house already studying what we go do again tomorrow. And I enjoy that. So much so that I have time that I could afford to say, you know what, I'm going to come and engage with students in schools and these things. And it's something I actually do for fun. Because I don't charge schools for my time. I spend my time here freely. Once I'm available and I can do it, I make myself available to do it so I can share with others and these things. I don't have all the answers, but at the same time, I'm a real human being living in the real world that we're living in, and I just want to encourage everybody to be your best self. You know what I mean? Don't let anybody judge you unnecessarily. Somebody might see you with your little plat hand on one side, and immediately the first thing they say when they say, well, you're assessor or something like that, you might be the smartest man in the room. You know what I mean? However, what we also need to understand is that image is important. How you see yourself is very important, and is a big part of how others are going to see you as well. So, as I said earlier on, the way you treat yourself is going to reflect in the way others treat you. I see myself as the biggest thing ever, and I treat myself as the biggest thing ever. I'm not bigger than anybody else, but I am better than the man I was yesterday. And that is the only thing that's important to me. Sometimes you're trying to be better than your partner. When your partner has sneakers, you want sneakers better than this one. Or you want to, you know what I mean? And you realize as you get older that these things are really important, you know. You know what's most important in life? Doing something that you love. That's really fulfilling. Doing something that you feel good about. There are a lot of people even in the room, I'm sure there are parents who do jobs that they really care to do, you know. But they have to make ends meet. So a big part of making life comfortable is finding something that you really, 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 really love. You know what I mean? Do something that you love is going to feel real good. People say if you love what you do, you wouldn't work a day in your life. Rubbish, you work all the time. But my point is that do something that you love, you wouldn't necessarily feel that pinch now about it. You know what I'm saying? Feel good about it. You see, family is another real important thing. Anybody in here parents who talk too much? Don't be afraid, they don't hear, let them hear you. Pop your hand if your parents talk too much. Right, you can put it back down now. Now let me tell you this. Parents that talk too much care, you know. Not saying that the parents that don't talk too much don't care. But you see your parents who talk too much, my parents used to talk. And my mother would say, at the end of the day, you can't say your mother never say. And the reality of that is your parents really want you to do better than they would have done. They know some of the mistakes they would have made and they could see it in you and know, hey, if this boy or girl continue doing that nonsense, you're going to make some stupid mistakes. So they try to stop you from making the mistakes they may have made. And let me go to YouTube real quick. Anybody like YouTube? Everybody love YouTube? A lot of people don't really like to read nowadays, but you love YouTube, right? And that's weird, but that's still good. And I'll tell you why. Anything that you want to do in this life, somebody before you has done it before and they wrote a book about it or they made a video about it. In essence, just like your parents, instead of wasting your life doing something like you might want to go to university, I want to be an engineer. And then 3 years into your engineering studies, you realize I want to be a psychiatrist. But you don't waste 3 years of your life more or less, right? Now to save you wasting these years, as they say, you can read a book or you can look at a video. So they're saying reading a book from someone that did something that you're thinking about doing or watching that video could save you 5 years of your life. Because you read that book by the engineer guy and you realize, wait, all I take to be an engineer, boy, I realized this wasn't for me, boy. But you didn't want to read the book first, you decided, let's go wholeheartedly in the class, which is no problem. And now 3 years of your life gone, and now you want to do something different, when you could have just read a book. And that's why people can encourage people to read. Reading is fundamental, it's really important. You know what I mean? Utilizing YouTube, that university or YouTube is a university by itself. So I would urge any one of you guys, you're teenagers right now, they said that you can make any choices or mistakes up until the age of 30, so there's no rush to figure out life by 21. You know what I mean? By tomorrow you need to be an engineer. No, you don't need to do that. What you need to do is take your time and figure out life. Try and figure out who the real you is. You know what I mean? Figure out who you are, figure out what you really like, some things that really interest you, and find ways of working towards it. There are online courses that you can take. I did some online courses during the pandemic. You know what I mean, in content creation and social media, because I do a lot of work on social media. And social media is a business by itself. But don't find yourself in a one-track thinking. Your parents from a long time to know used to do PJs, which is like an odd job plus their job. And the world we live in today, you need to already do 2 or 3 more things if you ask me. So don't see yourself as just, I can't do social media alone, waste of time. Or I just gonna be a singer, waste of time. You could be a singer, social media influencer, and you could be a doctor, you could be a nurse, or you could be a lawyer, or it could be many different things all at the same time. It's just about utilizing the time that you have and making the very best of it. For me, I see young people as having a lot of opportunities today, and just like the smartphones that all of us have, we don't utilize them enough. Everybody have a smartphone nowadays, but it's just for Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, take pictures. What am I do again? Play a little 2 games. But in reality, you're not using 90% of what the phone was made for. The phone has so many different things that you could utilize and benefit from. And think about like the world that we live in and social media and the internet. There's so much that we can benefit from as much as there's negative. So my main message today to the youngsters of the future would be, as I said, to respect yourself, understand how important family is. Because the older you get, you're going to realize friends are going to fade away. And when you get sick, the first person to run by your side was going to be the same mother you like to disrespect from time to time. You know? Or the person that comes to check you when you do play man and you get locked up that first time is the same father you was disrespecting all that time, or to come and talk to you and sit down with you. Now, your brethren, I spoke to a young man last week who actually broke his neck and broke his spine 11 years ago in an accident. And the call wasn't about that, but he mentioned to me in the call, because I know who he got in the accident with. And they were both very seriously injured. He has a broken spine and neck, right? And he's still very much in a wheelchair. And that guy told me that 11 years has passed, and not once the guy that he was in the accident with, who was driving, ever pass and check him. That's what I'm saying? Your life has forever been changed after lying with our brethren, and that brethren never once come and check you. But you know who would have been there to check him out and make sure he good? His parents. The same parents that might have said, hey, that lineman, they're doing all the time that we're getting in trouble. And what you're doing, know what you're doing, no excellency. The same parents that are warning you all the time. This is who are to come back and take care of you now. And the brethren who misguided you and check, well, let me go so. Tragedy struck. He's nowhere to be seen ever again. So my point is that trouble, how to say, comes on horseback and is leave on a snail back. Meaning trouble is to get in is real fast and easy, you know. Fast and easy to get in trouble, you know. But to get out of trouble, there's some of the hardest things you can do. So earlier on, it was mentioned that choice, a big part of what we have as human beings is choice. And a lot of people tend to echo the sentiment, boy, I don't have no choice, boy, I have no choice. That's rubbish. You always have a choice in this life. And you are the leaders of your destiny. Last point I want to throw in on you guys is that look at yourself as a country. Look at yourself. as a country, as a nation, and think of you as the Prime Minister for yourself. Because that's how I look at me. I am in charge of me. I am in charge of me. I am my own Minister of Finance. I am my own Minister of National Security. I am in charge of me, and I know what I want and what I don't want for myself. And what I want to tell you guys is that you have to be in charge. My pants are short and thing, you know this. But you have to be in charge of your own destiny and your own future. And you have to make those choices. Don't tell me about my brethren make me do this or my sister make me do that. Nah, don't do that. Alright? Ladies, as I said to the fellas too, I want you all to respect yourselves. Too many young ladies walking around here want to be a Gaza Barbie. You know what I mean? And you're going to run up your body with a bag of miles in your early days, and by 25 you're going through, you know? No serious, you know? Only girl I know was hot girl in secondary school park up a long time, you know? No serious, you know? And the fellas who want to be rankers in school days, you really say nothing out here now, they're still on the road gambling, doing a gang, must get killed, must get locked up, you know? So, choices are very important to your destiny and your future. You have the whole world ahead of you, and I just want to encourage everybody here to be the best that they can possibly be. Alright? Don't let anybody encourage you to do anything that you don't want to do, and be able to stand up for yourself and say, yo, I don't like this scenario. I think they're better out there and I don't need to be doing this. You know what I mean? Parties, go and enjoy life, go and party, go and have a great time, go and take part in all that the world has stuff, or travel, see the world, don't say no to those things. However, keep your head on. Know where you want to be, know where you want to go. Donald Trump. Yeah, talk about Donald Trump. Donald Trump, before he became president years ago, it was mentioned that he had interest in over 500 businesses worldwide. And I say that to say that the average millionaire is said to have between 7 to 11 business interests. Meaning that you're involved in a lot of different things, right? And then your parents will look at you when you're trying to do 2, 3 things. Mommy, I want to do a car wash. I want to go on this, I want to go on. They will say, well, how much thing you really want to do? But then you look at Donald Trump. And you see that Donald Trump had over 500 business interests worldwide. Which means what? If 450 businesses fail, that man still have 50 businesses to fall back on, you know. But you now want to start 2 little things, and if it don't work out, I don't know, I feel like we'll just... No. So give yourself the best possible chance at winning that you can by doing as much as you possibly can. There are so many different things that you can do that does not really, you know, you don't have to be an 8 or 4, you don't have to be a fireman, you don't have to be a lawyer. You could be anything you want to be in this life, and that's the God-given truth. You know what I mean? So I just want to really just encourage you guys to be your very best. There's a lot of life to live. And if you think you'll live most of your life by now, you didn't even start yet. Trust me, there's so much more out there. Fellas, you will become parents in this life by God's grace. And I want to encourage you to be the best possible leader that you can be. The world needs more leadership. And you know what I mean, they need more people that are involved in changing the world for the better. Alright? That's really me. I sound kind of serious, I know, but it's the truth. I just want to encourage you all to be the very, very best. The world that we live in is real brutal right now. It is very, very brutal right now. And if you take it for granted, it's going to eat you up one time and spit you out. You know, so you can be great. I believe every one of you all can be great. I was once just like you guys, and here I am today. So the sky is the limit, and here's cheers to a new beginning. Congratulations, everybody.
Are we inspired? Yes, we are truly inspired. We just want to, you don't find that song?
Are you not inspired by? Serious by? Nobody by? Cheers! Alright. Thanks for having me.
So let's try it again. Are you all inspired? Yes. Well, we would just like to thank Mr. Bling for joining us today and truly showing us that the path to success is not always what society calls it. And is not always what society calls it. And we are happy that you are an example of that and that you have gotten grand success in your arena and that our students understand that they too can shine as brightly as they can. Thank you very much, Mr. Bing. Present to you this token of our appreciation, and we hope that you will join us again in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. It hurt me a little bit to give it an award, I'll tell you why. Because it didn't just vex parents, it vex teachers too, 3 hours I work, right?
3 hours.
3 hours I work.
What I really didn't say to her, by the way, it's 3 hours a day, 4 days a week, so I go to work on a Sunday. No, I don't know, I go to work on a Sunday, I go to work on a Sunday 6 to 9 p.m. and Monday to Wednesday 3 to 6 p.m. In essence, I live a holiday. That's not a blessing, Daddy. That's not a blessing, Daddy. I ain't committing no crimes. I ain't robbing nobody. You hear that? Okay, good. So you could do that too. The average work week is 40 hours a week. I work 12 legally. Yeah? You hear what I'm saying? 12. You know, that is one man deal. You hear what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So if that inspire you, I'm trying to do that for 19 years. What's that? 19 years old. Oh, sorry, I had to rub that inside.
Now I had time to pick mango and teach us how to pick mango.
I feel like I don't want to come back now, so. Alright. So now we have a special guest performer. You may have seen her around ever so often. She's the daughter of one of our esteemed teachers. We now welcome Miss Amelia G1 as she performs for us, Eye of the Tiger.
Survive. So many times it happens too fast. You change your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. And it's right just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last, no survival stops us praying tonight, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Face to face, out in the heat, hanging tough, staying hungry. They stack the odds, so we take to the street, and we kill with the skill to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last, no survivor stops us praying tonight, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Rising up, straight to the top, have the guts, have the glory. Bend the distance, now I'm not gonna stop. Just a man and his will to survive. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last, no survivor stops us praying tonight, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. Eye of the tiger. Eye of the tiger.
To ask Miss Clark Smith and Mr. Roberts to please come up on stage so we may start.
Let's give a round of applause for Ms. Roberts and Ms. Clark so that they make their way to the stage.
It shows us where they came from and again where they are going. So starting with again the young men of 5'1", Nathaniel Barrow, Mongru, Rashad Naipol, Tyreek Pitt, Adish Ramnana, Ronik Ramsaru, Timoy Webb. For the young ladies, we start with Makira Abadi, Shona Alexander, Naomi Antoine, Haley Bolgar, Faith Bott, Celine Castellano, I have Tiara Dufran, Zendaya Joseph, Rebecca King, Renala Macano, Mia Melvin, Rian Mohammed, Sherry Monica, Nicole Syra, Zaria Kwan, Chelsea Satan, calling the students now from high school. So we start the Form 5-2 young men. We have DeAndre Antoine, Nathaniel Bonaparte, Jaylon Duncan, Justin Gabriel, Clint Lankin, Josiah McBain, Adoniza Oxley, Jaheen Phillip, Joshua Samaru. I'll pass you over to Ms. Clarkson.
For the girls, we have Adriana Randavine, we have Nikisha Budu, Ariane Likoto, we have Digital Prince, Alia Garcia, Amaya Bosine, Sierra Kangali, Samantha Mahoney, Hillary Moses, Chloe Orozco, Aliyah Ramsawat, Pratibhi Bungarai, Jasmine Scott, Anikin Simmons, and rounding up the 5 girls, we have Laura Cyril. 5 students, please stand. And now we will have the 5 other. Javon Charles, Jovel Kuto, Messiah Francis, Brandon James, Curtis Johnson, Bernardo Lamy, Samuel McBarrow, Tyrese McMillan, Elijah Purcell, Neela Ramchan, Elijah Talisford, Jordan Villarreal. And while they're supporting him there, starting with the girls, we have Michelle Benton, Hannah Bonaparte, Jewel Ellis, Cheyenne Gajadar, Letitia Jack, Samaraj. Suyan Anthony. Rounding off the girls at 5'3", we have Shavita Virgo. And this is your graduating class of 2024. Please give them a round of applause. Handing you back over to your host and hostess.
At this time, we are going to be favored with another item of music. It is going to be our vocal performance. Who do you all think is the best singer in this Form 5 group? Who is it? And we're going to have Makara Aberdeen singing Conqueror for us. Let's give a round of applause to Makara.
Life is like a big merry-go-round. You're up and down, going in circles trying to get to where you are. Everybody's been counting you out, but where are they now? Sitting in the same old place, just faces in the crowds. We all make mistakes. You might fall on your face, but you gotta get up. I'm not a centaur, deliver my news, 'cause I am a conqueror, and I won't accept defeat. Try telling me no, but one thing about me is I am a conqueror. I am a conqueror. Got a vision that no one else sees. Lot of dirty work, roll up your sleeve. Remember, there's a war out there, so come prepared to fight. You never know where the road leads you. Not everyone's going to believe you, but even though the wrong don't prove the right, I gotta stand tall, deliver my news, 'cause I am a conqueror, and I won't accept defeat. Try telling me no, but one thing about me is I am a conqueror. I am a conqueror.
Excellent job, Akira. A very moving performance. We really appreciate it. Let's get back into the distribution of certificates. And now we have the certificates distributed to the students who achieved the highest overall mark in their subject area. Now this mark was arrived at by calculating the average of the students' mark in their individual subjects between Form 4 and Form 5. I'd like to ask Ms. Wilson, Mr. Adams, and Mr. Bawani to come on stage to assist with the distribution of these certificates. Oh, Ms. Wilson, we all love you.
Good morning, graduating students. How are you doing this morning? Tyreek, are you okay? Okay, so this morning we'll be focusing on the students who achieved the highest overall mark in their subject area, starting with mathematics, Rohan Mungaru. Mathematics and Integrated Science, Laura Surridge-Dale. Mathematics again, Jordan Villarreal. Moving on to English A and Information Technology, Ashish Ramnanan. Now we have English A, Principal of Accounts and Chemistry, none other than Joshua Samaru. English A and Visual Arts, Suyen Panten. Physical Education and Social Studies, Shalian Master. Nicole, I know you probably was upset for a bit, Physical Education and Principal of Business, Nicole Cyrus. Social Studies, Kimoy Webb. Theatre Arts, Naomi Antwine. Biology, Amaya Gosine. I would like to now invite Ms. Dennis, if you are here, I would like to invite Ms. Dennis to the stage. Ms. McKell. So for electronic document preparation and management and history, we have Ryan Mohammed. And Human and Social Biology, Zaria Punch. Agricultural Science, Neelan Ramcharan.
We would just like to thank Ms. Wilson as well as Mr. Adams and Mr. Mawani for helping us. Thank you very much. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you very much. Our wonderful teachers. Now, we will swiftly move on to the Teachers Awards. We'd like the following teachers to join us on stage, please. Ms. Wilson, go on, need it again. So, Ms. Wilson, let's hear a round of applause for Ms. Wilson. We have Ms. McKell. Round of applause for Ms. McKell. We're calling on Ms. Staple, Ms. Clark-Smith, and Ms. DeFoo. Can you please join us on the stage? Ms. DeFoo? Yes. And let's hear a round of applause for all our hardworking teachers, and these will be giving out the awards for today. Thank you very, very much for all your hard work. Teachers Award. These students have shown consistency and dedication to their academic work, and some teachers have felt the need to recognize their efforts, and the teachers have sponsored the following awards. For PE from Ms. Wilson, we have Mr. Nasiah Francis. Great job, Messiah. Social Studies from Ms. McKell. We have two students. We have Neelan Ramcharan. And we have again Nasiah Francis. Neelan Ramcharan is receiving his award for perseverance throughout his social studies time and Messiah Francis is the most improved student in social studies this year. The EDPM award comes from Ms. Staple, and that student is Joshua Samaru. Joshua has been an overall excellent student. And now we'll have an award for theatre arts coming from Ms. Clark Smith. The recipients are Makira Abedi and Celine Castellano. We will now have our Visual Arts Award being presented by Misty Fu. And that award goes to Amory Moses. For her dedication in visual arts. Well done, Amory.
Thank you very much, teachers. Now move on to the next segment of this morning's proceedings. Our most improved student school board, Brazil Secondary School Board. These students have shown a general improvement in their term averages from Form 4 to Form 5, as calculated by their form teachers. The male and female students were selected from each class. And I would like to ask Ms. Azaria Wilson, which is the secretary at the local school board, and Ms. Nadine Patterson, chairman of the local school board, to please come on stage.
Good morning, everyone. For the most improved students. These students have shown a general improvement in their term averages from Forms 4 to 5. A male and a female student were selected from each class. From Form 5-1, we have Rohan Mongru. And Nicole Cyrus. From 5-2, we have Joshua Samaru. And Andriana Ramnarayan. From 5-3, we have Messiah Francis. applause. The award for the most diligent students. These are students who had a determined effort in doing well. They are Ashish Ramnanan, and Laura Sirijdeo. The award for the most outstanding students. These students achieved the highest overall average at the end of Form 5. Joshua Samaru. Zaria Punch.
I'd like to thank our representatives from the local school board. Thank you very, very much for giving out these prizes. Let's give them a round of applause again. Many things have been happening at our school as a result of the support of the local school board. Now we are going to move on to our special awards, extra and co-curricular activities. To present these awards, we would like to invite Ms. Karen Bokas. Let's hear a round of applause for Ms. Karen Bokas, as well as Mr. Francis and Ms. Daniel. Please make your way to the stage. Thank you. Let's hear a round of applause for our teachers as they come up. Let's give them some encouragement. We are accustomed to seeing our teachers working hard and sweating all day. I think our teachers look outstanding today. Yes, don't you agree? Yes. So we'd like to encourage them by giving them a round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. So for football, starting with football, these students participated in the game of football and represented the school at the league level. We start the males, Brandon James, Jovel Koto, Ronaldo Lamy, Jordan Villarreal, DeAndre Antoine, who's absent, and Josiah McBean. For females, we have Faith Bourne, none other than Materia Aberdeen. For photography/modeling, these students have been passionate in the club and have served in taking photos of events like Sports Day, which took place earlier this year. We have Ashish Ramnanan, who's the club president. And Rohan Mangaru. The sound crew, these certificates and awards for the sound crew are sponsored by the Globe Club. These students have been diligently setting up the PA system for school assemblies and many other activities. They were always ready and willing to assist to ensure every program on stage was a success. The first person we have is Neelon Ramcharan. Justin Gabriel. Samuel Magbaru. And Javon Charles. Francis. For the Steel Pan Ensemble, please note that the Steel Pan Awards are sponsored by the Pan Warriors. These students would have developed their skills by exploring and showcasing the national instrument and represented the school by participating in school and community functions. We have Avery Moses. Shellyan Marcel. Finally, Jordan Villarreal.
For their presentations. We'd like to call Mr. Guy and Mr. Ali to the stage now. Mr. Guy and Mr. Ali, please join us on the stage. Let's hear a round of applause for Mr. Guy and Mr. Ali as they make their way to the stage, along with Mr. Francis.
Hi, good morning, everyone. All right, it gives me great pleasure to announce the names of the students who have received awards for ushering. These students have been involved in assisting and guiding other students, parents, and specially invited guests in school events. The students assisted in the 2023 graduation ceremony. Materia Aberdeen. Alicia Bodo. Nicole Cyrus. Kiera Dukran. Jewel Ellis. Amaya Dusain. Alyssa Mirage. Faith Moreno. Avery Moses. Rohan Munger. Suyen Anton. Ashish Ramanan. Andriana Ramnaran. Aliyah Ramsawat. Joshua Samaru. And Chelsea Satan. Alright. The next award will be for the members of Globe Club. Globe Club stands for Global Learning and Observations to Benefit the Environment. The Globe members in this year's graduating class were outstanding young leaders as they guided and nurtured the current batch of Globe Club students. Their leadership has kept Brazil Secondary School as the top Globe school in Trinidad and Tobago, has retrieved international recognition for our work in protecting and preserving the environment. I'd like you all to give the Globe Club members a round of applause. Kaylee Balda. Cherry Mohit Pat. Maya Hussain.
Something good gonna happen in
Aliyah Ramsawak.
Yesterday's gone and a new day has appeared, and I am grateful that I made it here. Blessings gonna find me here. Oh yeah.
Praviti Rupnarayan.
Oh yeah. I'm missing money gonna find me here. Blessings gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah. Round and round, this season's
Joshua
I'm
Samaru.
facing. But this year, your blessings I'm embracing. Healing have you come my way. Blessings have you come my way. Winning, we winning, and we here to stay. It's the blessings me say will find me.
Laura Surajlio.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm missing people gonna find me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Till then, the money gonna find me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm missing blessings gonna find me.
Rian Mohammed.
Tell them to claim it. All my blessings, my name it. With faith, me I go own it. Nothing shall get warm it. Speak life, it is a new day. All things that I'm a past, yeah. Welcome to the new year. Me step out in faith and know fair. Blessings go find me.
Neelan Ramcharan.
Oh yeah, I'm a sick gonna find me. Oh yeah, yeah. Money gonna find me. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm missing blessings gonna find me. Oh na 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 na.
Suyan Panton.
Something good gonna happen in this year, and I am grateful that I made it here. Yesterday's gone and a new day has appeared, and I am grateful
Rashad Naikwal.
that I made it here. Blessings gonna find me here. Favor gonna find me here. Oh yeah, I'm missing money gonna find me here.
Andriana Ramaran. Alyssa Mirage.
Blessings have you come my way. Winning, we winning, and we here to stay. It's the blessings me say will find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm missing people gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah.
Nakisha Budu.
Nobody gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm missing blessings gonna find me here. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Tell them to claim it. All of
Samantha Mohammed.
with faith, me I go own it. Nothing shall get warm it. Speak life, it is a new day. All things that I'm a past, yeah. Welcome to the new year. Me step out in faith and know fair. Blessings go find me here. Oh yeah.
And Rebecca King.
I'm missing people gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah. Money gonna find me here. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm missing blessings gonna find me here.
I would like you all to give each one a round of applause as I turn you over to the Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you very much, Mr. Francis. Nice. We are moving along with our program, and we are at that stage where we are going to hear from our valedictorians. One from each class. So I'd like to ask Zaria Punch from 5-1, Joshua Samuel from 5-2, and Shellyanne Marcel from 5-3. These students were recognized as some of the most outstanding students in their year group, and we will now hear from them as to their experiences over the last 5 years. Zaria, you're going first.
Good morning, teachers, staff members, parents, specially invited guests, and a special good morning to the graduating class of 2024. I am Zaria Punch, and I am extremely honored to be representing the graduating class of 2024 as Class 5-1's valedictorian. Before I start, I would like to say thank you, Lord, for guiding us through this educational journey and for helping us make it this far. When I first took up the role of being class valedictorian, I felt an overwhelming sense of anxiety. Yes, in my eye. Because I understood how serious of an honor this was and the responsibility that goes with it. Those thoughts, while mixed with pride and excitement, also brought on an emotion of profound sadness. As I finally accepted that this is the end. The end of an era, the end of time spent within the walls of Brazil Secondary School, and with the people that helped me become the person I am today. I do believe that the entire graduating class shares some of my feelings and sentiments regarding the end of our high school experience. I will now go on to share some of my experiences and reason why this parting is such sweet sorrow. Our journey began in September of 2019 in Form 1-1 of this amazing school with our form teacher, Ms. Sinclair, where we were placed in a classroom to introduce ourselves to each other. Little did we know that from that point forward, we would grow an unbreakable bond with each other and create awesome memories in the 5 years ahead. Just a few months after, the COVID-19 pandemic appeared, which set the stage for a very unique and unpredictable school experience. Little did we know that a 2-week vacation from school would have turned into 2 years. But this change didn't deter our learning. We had hardworking teachers who fought beside us and made sure we had fun while learning in this new landscape. During our breaks after classes, we would make our separate meetings, watching movies together and even playing games, before we had to rush back to our computers. We were even sometimes each other's alarm clocks, because the comfort of our homes didn't quite set with this online learning. With coming back out to physical school, we were gifted the most loving and caring form teacher, Mrs. Oblington. She treated us as her own children and made sure we were always on the right path. We look at her as our school mother and even our therapist, as she solved all the class drama. We love you, Ms. Oblington. One of the best things Brazil Secondary gave me was not just a form class, but a class that I could call a family. Each one of us brought something unique to our class, making it diverse and vibrant. I would like to say thank you for making the school days of my life. It kills me deeply to leave all these unforgettable memories behind, like the time we caution taped the class, or the time we played water fights, or the many times we played music that we were not allowed to play in class. My favorite part will always be the uncontrollable laughs we had together. And let's not forget the surprise party you all kept for my 17th birthday. We even made Mr. Guy upset, which was pretty hard to do. But despite all the troubles we caused, he never gave up on us and even gave us free after-school classes on Fridays. And for that, we would like to say thank you, Mr. Guy. I would also like to take a moment to express my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of the teachers that helped us to make it through these 5 years. Your dedication, passion, and hard work did not go unnoticed. You have not only imparted knowledge, but also inspired and guided us on our educational journey. Your patience, encouragement, and support have made a sufficient impact on our lives. Thank you for believing in us, challenging us to grow, and shaping us into the individuals we are today. Your commitment to our success was inspiring, and we are truly grateful for everything you do. Thank you for being amazing teachers. To my fellow graduates, I want to say that this is not the end, but rather that today your life begins. We didn't just survive secondary school, we thrived in it. And with prayer and God, we will be able to make it through whatever else we decide to do from this day forward. Do not succeed for anyone else. Instead, succeed for the little boy or girl who once thought that they could be a superhero or a princess and take over the world one day. Congratulations, class of 2024. We did it. Thank you.
Good morning to my fellow graduating classmates, staff, and specially invited guests. It is my distinct pleasure to speak as valedictorian for the 5-2 class today. My life at Brazil Secondary School began in 2019. I remember being greeted by our teachers and getting to know each other and the school. During the first term, I settled in and joined the Globe Club, where I met some of the many great friends I would have at Brazil Secondary. My form teacher back then, Mr. Guy, and all the other teachers taught me that hard things can be made easy with dedication. This inspired me to focus my efforts on whatever was hindering my progress and ask questions when I was lost. In 2020, a new life began in an unexpected way. The COVID-19 pandemic hit and we were required to attend classes online. This was convenient for some and it definitely kept us safe. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend those classes or even receive the packages sent by the school. So I did the only thing that I could do, try to self-teach. I would admit that it was very difficult to learn on my own. It seemed the only thing that I could understand was math, which now happens to be one of my favorite subjects. Form 3 was a time of many exciting experiences for me. Firstly, we were able to attend school on rotation, but I missed the memo and came when I wasn't supposed to. When I did get there, there were so many fond memories. There was a certain day which I found hilarious. While eating school lunch, someone noticed that I had facial hair, not just a mustache, but a beard. I thought it was normal to have, but apparently not if you're 16 years old. I also remember one day I was hyped for science class and I wasn't listening to the teacher and I dropped a magnet on the table, breaking it in half. All the hype that I felt before that magnet hit the table vanished and I got humbled really quick. Also, one day before an end of term test for the last term in Form 3, there was a bat flying flying around the room, and it was flying low above our heads. I was thinking maybe I could hit it, so I took a book and swung at it. On my third swing, I hit it against the wall and onto the floor. Now looking back at it, I feel bad that I did that. Poor bat. Anyways, I remember being a little nervous at the beginning of Form 4 as we were introduced to our new form teachers and subject teachers. I became more active in Globe Club and was doing anything that the club was planning on doing. It could be fixing up the garden or digging a hole in the ground. I eventually got nominated to be president of the Globe Club, although I thought I was not fit for the position. I got voted to be the next president of the club, and that was one of the most memorable and joyful moments in my life. That encouraged me to do more activities like helping with events and learning new skills. I was also able to speak with the Minister of Planning and Development, the Honorable Miss Penelope Beckles, when she visited the school. She was thankful to the Globe Club and teachers and staff that managed it. Form 5 came and the pressure was on, being constantly reminded that we only had 2 terms till CSEC exams. We felt excitement and dread, as it was our last year of school. We also felt like we weren't ready. I attended online classes to at least give me a fighting chance of passing my subjects. Fortunately, I had some of the best friends that I could wish for. To help me through this, we struggled together. As if the pressure was not enough, it got worse. Because of the heat during one of the Form 5s, term 1 of Form 5, the only thing that gave us comfort was the air conditioning. But on one fateful day, the AC unit gave up the ghost, leaving my class in a hot box for 5 months. It was insufferable. And after 5 months of learning what could only be described as a giant oven, we finally got the AC back. Although Form 5 didn't get off to the best start, I was informed that the Globe Club of Bristol Secondary School had won the National Youth Award of 2024, which was one of my greatest achievements. We also had Sports Day, an event the school hasn't done since 2017. We trained for the upcoming events, had math practice, cricket, football, fundraising, and many more events. The atmosphere was ablaze with excitement. I, personally, participated in aerobatics, and after the warm-up, I became a human fountain because that was the most I've ever moved in my entire life. A few days later, we were at the Larry Gomes Stadium, where we had one of the best moments while at Brussels Secondary School, our group's first and last sports day. After the fun, we had mock exams, vacation, and countless past papers, and CSEC exams were upon us. The moment of truth that we all hoped for, learned, and worked for. For the past 5 years, I am forever grateful to all the teachers that helped me through my 5 years at Brussels Secondary, for their guidance, patience, and understanding. It is because of you teachers, and of course my hard work and perseverance, that I can stand here as one of the valedictorians here today. To my fellow graduating classmates, just like our lives began 5 years ago, on our first day at Brussels Secondary, began again during and after COVID, and again in Forms 4 and 5. I stand here to say, today our lives begin again with another adventure. We have faced every obstacle thrown at us before, and we will face any obstacle ahead of us. Every day, we begin a new life. So continue to persevere, work hard, and do your best. With this in mind, I say thank you all, and congratulations on the graduating class of 2024. We made it.
Good day, everyone. My name is Cheyenne Marcel, and I am the chosen valedictorian for the graduation class of 5/3/2024. To me, this is such an honor to represent my fellow classmates because lots of hard work has been put in from all of us to reach this milestone. This journey was not easy, especially when we were affected by the global pandemic COVID-19 during our early secondary school life. A time we will never forget. When we were finally allowed to come back to school, we really didn't know each other, but as we spent more time together, we developed unbreakable bonds of friendships where we were allowed to learn from each other, grow together, and make memories that we will forever cherish in our hearts. So today, I would like to take this opportunity to especially thank my teachers for the learning partnerships that we have built over the last 5 years. To Mr. Francis, my storytelling social studies teacher, this man always has some friend, but thank you for looking out for me and encouraging me to always do my best. To Mr. Daniel, my physical education teacher, who always brought back something for his students when he went abroad and had the gift of making us laugh because he was always laughing. I appreciate your words of wisdom. And I can't forget to mention Mr. Maharaj. As my principal of business teacher, he would always push me to exceed my potential. This was evident especially when it came to Sunday morning lessons when people were supposed to be sleeping. Yes. He would always make sure that his students attended his class. To my dearest agricultural science teacher, Miss Oblington, you've always been like a second mother in school to me, although you know I told and stuff, but no. And you always say that you prefer your boy children, Ronaldo and Asaya, you know. But my gratitude for you is everlasting. To Mrs. Daniel, my math teacher, who would always try to motivate her students because she knew that they were capable of doing great things. But them quizzes and homework she loved to give either every other day or every week. I didn't look out for your DMS. But thank you still. And since we are on the topic of maths, I think we should talk about English. To Mrs. Ramdas Clark, everyone would consider you a strict teacher because you didn't take foolishness lightly. But I would just like to thank you for your continued support in encouraging students to complete our SBS and everything else that we need to do. And it would be foolish of me not to mention the brief time that we spent with Mrs. Manswell as our English teacher. She has always been a sweet, kind-hearted teacher, except for if she sees you with your phone out during class. Then it will be a different story. To all the teachers whom I did not mention, I thank you for all the contributions you made towards our development. We would forever be grateful. And finally, from my entire class, we would like to thank Mrs. Ramnath, who was always our form teacher for the last 5 years. She would always try her best to make her students happy, from organizing field trips, fundraisers, pizza, calypso competition, and the frequent buffs, that lady got crap on no way, to being our personal paparazzi. She was always there to support us. But looking back now, I really had an amazing time as a teenager in Brussels Secondary School. Although some days were not the greatest, there are still good memories and lessons that will keep with us connected throughout the rest of our lives. So to you, my fellow graduates, remember that today our life begins, and let's move forward towards a life filled with success and happiness. Thank you.
Our 3 valedictorians for giving wonderful memories that we will truly hold in our hearts. Now we are moving swiftly on. You know they say when it's nice, do it? When it's nice, do it? So we'll now have again our Pan Warriors as they share with us a rendition of Bob. That's how powerful it is, guys. Serious.
Excellent job, guys. Excellent job. You continue to do us proud. Jordan, we'll miss you, boy. They have a room for a new captain. Nice. Now, we heard from the valedictorians and all of their memories. But we have memories too, you know. Yeah, I have some memories. From 5-1, another token of our appreciation. Thank you very much, Zaria. Then we had Joshua. Thank you, Joshua. Excellent job. And Shalian. Thank you, Shalian. Thank you very much, Ms. Thompson. Now I'd like to ask Ms. Ramdas Clark to come and present two of our most prestigious awards here at Brazil Secondary School.
A pleasant good morning to everyone. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. We're beautiful students, and I have been tasked with giving the most prestigious awards this morning. I'm waiting for a picture. So, Brazil Secondary has a history. We saw some pictures of you when you entered Form 1. This is the first principal of Brazil Secondary School, Mrs. Bernadette Benjamin. Our first prestigious award, the Bernadette Benjamin Spirit Award, is named in her honor. And I have some greetings from our past principal. Principal, staff, and students, good morning. I send greetings and congratulations to you today as prizes and awards are distributed to those who have embodied the motto of your school and have exhibited the fine qualities that demonstrate the spirit of your school. As the first principal of Brazil Secondary, I was happy to welcome the first batch of students to the school and the new staff. There were happy times and challenging times. As principal, I had to supervise students as well as the staff. I had to listen to complaints and needs and offer possible solutions. Amidst it all, I had caring members among the teaching and non-teaching staff. I will always remember how teachers or members of staff prayed for me when I was due for surgery. So today, I extend congratulations to all those receiving prizes and awards, especially the student receiving the award in my name. Congratulations to the principal and staff for your continuing hard work. May God continue to bless you as well as continue to persevere towards your goals. Mrs. Bernadette Benjamin, retired principal. This Bernadette Benjamin Spirit Award is sponsored by the local school board of Brazil Secondary School. 12 students were nominated for the Bernadette Benjamin Award. These students have exhibited the core values of what is expected from the ideal student at Brazil Secondary School. These values include courage, caring, community, optimism, uniqueness, respect and responsibility, achievement, gratitude, enthusiasm and engagement. These students have also emulated the spirit of Brazil Secondary School. The outstanding students are Joshua Samaru, Ashish Ramnanan, Rohan Banguru, Jordan Villarreal, Suyen Panton, Neelan Ramcharan, Laura Surajdev, Kimoy Webb, Amaya Gusain, Zaria Punch, Shalian Marcel, and Nicole Cyrus. As much as
Since we would like to give each of these students this prestigious award, there can only be one. At this point, I'm inviting our principal, Mr. Thomas, to give out this award. The prestigious Bernadette Benjamin Award goes to I see there's a poll going on, waiting. And the award goes to Joshua Sam. Congratulations, Joshua. And the final award of the evening, the Principal's Award. Another prestigious award given to a student from the Office of the Principal. This student is diligent and respectful and displays a pleasant and polite disposition. This student is also one of our valedictorians for today's graduation. So, from the graduating class of 2024, the student that receives the Principal Award is Rohan Manguru. Congratulations again, Rohan. Congratulations again, Joshua. And congratulations to all our graduates 2024.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ramdas Clark. Let's hear it again for all of the awardees. Those were some of our most prestigious awards here at Brazil Secondary School. It really brought together an all-round student. That's what they looked at. As we continue, we have some special tributes. And we have 3 students which I invite on stage here to give some special tributes. We have Rohan Manguru, Naomi Antoine, and Kimoy Webb. Oh, Kimoy, be good. Be good, Kimoy.
Good day to the lovely parents, teachers, principal, invited special guests, and my fellow graduates of 2024. My name is Rohan Manguru, and I would like to say that we finally did it. We are done with high school. No more being lazy and no more doing homework. All the football games have been played, required school essays and SPA projects made. The uniforms will never be worn again, and no more counting down the days until school ends. Through with tests that give us headaches and learning how to fix our silly mistakes. Farewell to our fun school spirit weeks, homecomings where we dance with our bare feet. There are a few more things I wish to say before we say congratulations and celebrate. Thank you teachers who are always there. You made our high school experience easier to bear. In this life, you will have true friends, which are few, but quality over quantity is not a rule that is new. And I want you to remember that having the perfect grades isn't everything. That's not what you'll remember, so stop pretending. We used to be little children in the playground, and now we are graduates who are no longer bound. It's time to let go, and I wish you guys all the best. For someday, I hope we all achieve success. Soon I will hear our laughter and crying all around, but nevertheless, it is all profound. High school may be over, and what a relief, but this place stays within our memories, so let's not grieve. I'm trying my best to hold back these tears because it's not the years in your life that matter, but the life in your years. I hope you all thrive because there's a whole world for you to see. Thank you guys for everything. I have loved being in this class of 2024. These 5 years have been the best 5 years and most life-changing years of my life. And I will leave you with a quote from Langston Hughes. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Thank you everyone for having me up today.
Ladies and gentlemen, proud parents, and of course the incredible graduating class of 2024. As we stand on the threshold of a new chapter in our lives, it's essential to take a moment to reflect on the journey that has brought us here. We have endured challenges, celebrated victories, and formed friendships that can last a lifetime. In a world marked by uncertainty and rapid change, our time together has taught us resilience, adaptability, and the power of communication. We have learned to navigate virtual classrooms, overcome obstacles, and embrace innovation with open arms. But despite the chaos, we also discovered our skills. From the late night studies to friendships forged, from the challenges that tested our resolve to the triumphs that fueled our ambition, each moment has strengthened our growth and has prepared us for this very day. Behind each of us stands a network of support that has been instrumental in our success. To our parents, you have sacrificed so much to provide us with the opportunities and experiences that have shaped who we are today. Your unending love and time has not gone unnoticed. Whether it was attending our school events or helping with homework, your support has been a source of comfort to us. To our teachers, you guys have been more than educators. You have been champions of our dreams. You have taken the time to help each of us as individuals, nurturing our talents and pushing us to see beyond our perceived limitations. You have offered guidance during our setbacks and always helping us to reach for greater heights. Your passion for teaching has ignited a flame within us, a flame that will continue to burn brightly as we embark our future endeavors. Graduating class of 2024 Bristol Secondary, as we step out into the world, let us carry with us the lessons we learned, lessons of respect, responsibility, and compassion. Today, we celebrate not only our achievements, but the promise of what is yet to come. Congratulations to each and every one of us. May our light continue to shine brightly wherever light sees us. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, teachers, parents, and graduates of Brazil Secondary School. I think it's safe to say that we finally did it. We finally made it. 5 years of hard work, sweat, and blood. Well, here was good speech. I'm going to speak from my heart. Alright, so this 5 years have been long, very long. And ever since I've came to this school, I have witnessed a lot of things with you all. I have made friends. Teachers that I have quarreled with, even my mother don't know in the bad day, but yes, I had a little bit of anger management, but I'm better now, when I am. So, I just come here today to say, there are just some special teachers in this school that needs to be seen for who they are. And I would like to call a few names. Miss Ayana Thompson, could you please stand? Ever since I've been coming to Brazil, you were one of those teachers that have always been there for me. No matter what, no matter where, and no matter when. You were always behind my back. And I am really happy that you were there. Miss, I would like to say thank you. Not just as a dean, nor a teacher, but a parent yourself. And Mr. Blinkton, my form teacher. You could stand. Ever since I've been with you, first it was Miss Sinclair, now it's you. And Miss, I ain't gonna lie, I always run into you. Always. And I just want to say, for that couple of years, I know it wasn't long, but you went through a lot with us as 5-1. As the mother of 5-1, you cared for us. You shared a love similar to a mother. And I am sure that they would like to say thank you as well. Thank you. It's been a lot. And I'd see my biology teacher, Miss Madhu, but I'll still say what I had to say. She was one of those teachers that called me her son as a successor in her class. And I would like to say to you, Miss Madhu, I am very thankful. I know you probably might say I forget you, Mr. Baldhead man. But to start, Mr. Francis. I know we have a lot since Form 1, but you was always one of them. You was always one. I remember I was late for my social SBA, and when I came back, you were that teacher that was willing to sit with me, even though you know the time we had. You saw success within me, and I am sure that your work wouldn't go to waste. Thank you for helping. Miss Michael grumpy in the back there, boy. I ain't forget you, miss. I know you're always there. We quarrel a lot, really a lot. But you are not a bad teacher, miss. You helped me a lot too, even though we couldn't agree. And my head always looking for clout, for some reason. But thank you, miss. I think it's safe to say Miss Manswell deserves a lot more. Could you please start? Miss Manswell have always been that teacher that everyone runs to. A lion? Right. She's always been there from the beginning to the end. And I'm not a man to cry, but it's getting really emotional now. I would just love to say to you all that I consider friends, family, and foes. Yeah, I ain't forget you, Davina Campbell. I ain't forget you. I would love for the parents and children to see who you are. Could you please stand, Mommy? Ever since I've grown up, you were always there for me. No matter the road, no matter whatever desert I'm crossing, within that shadow, you were always there. Behind the curtains, you watched me. And I ain't gonna lie, I am proud to call you my mother. This school was more than just a school. It was an area for family. Right, Michelle? A second home. We got away with a lot of things. I remember... I remember 5-1. Mr. Blinton. Mr. Yana Thompson. there was this day that we didn't find the class was looking too classy. So you know what we did? The principal here, he watching me right now and he said, these children, we took caution tape. We find the windows were squeaky, no AC, and the chairs and the decks was looking mad. So we decided to take caution tape and caution the class. The class was a hell, a living hell, a madhouse.
We never snitched though.
And you know what's the most thoughtful thing we did? Miss Thompson came in and said, who was it? Who was it? Who did it? Mr. Maraj, knowing me, I always in some trouble. I hear it's you, you know, Kimoy. I hear it's you. But you sure, boy? You sure, boy? So, I'll reveal a little secret. I finally snitching. You can't do nothing now. It was all of me. All of me. All of me. We stood there for hours. Hours. No food, no water. We was in jail. But you know what we did? We considered the thought of all of us. We didn't snitch. Until now. But yeah, this class, I am proud to call our family. Even though we argue a lot, Nicole, Kiara, and Zaria, those are bringing them food, eh? Right. We argued a lot. Don't worry, Hobbs, I see you. But this class, I'm going to miss it. So, my final words is, it's not about the road, it's about the journey. Make more money.
Thank you very much, Kimoy. Could everyone please stand up?
Detention!
Yeah, you gotta do a little hands up, something. You can't get away there, so. And have a seat, guys, just play. We would like to thank every single year, the pastor of this church, members of this church, always are so gracious to us here at Brazil Secondary School to allow us to use these fine facilities, sound system, visual system, audio, visual system, and we really, really appreciate it too. And so we like to come up on stage. That's a token of our appreciation. Pastor Roger Holder, thank you very much for being so pleasant and gracious to Brazil Secondary School. And we hope that you continue to allow us to enjoy your facilities in years to come soon. Thank you very much. Yes?
And now, we will have a long anticipated. I came during a short stint for their practice and I was blown away. We'd like to invite all the graduates to come up and perform for us their graduation song. Let's give them a round of applause as they come up and do their graduation song.
Pastor Roger Holder to send you all off with a very special prayer.
Thank you so much, Mr. Maharaj. Maharaj. That's what I said, you know. Just testing you. Ladies and gentlemen, before I pray, I sat there and I was totally impressed. My heart was moved by not just the talent, but the care, the compassion, the gentleness, the children's enthusiasm, the ingenuity that came out today. As I'm here today to speak into your lives, all of you are very, very special in God's sight. And the teaching staff, led by the principal, a dear friend of mine, as he indicated earlier on, I'd like to congratulate Brazil Secondary for all that they have done and what they are doing and what they will continue to do. I want us to understand that this is a very serious exercise. These are young children. They're now venturing into the world of work. Some of them are going into further studies. But we are very cognizant that there's someone who is totally against them and against us. And so we have got to be cognizant every day of our lives to stand strongly in the Lord God Almighty. So as I'm praying for these students, can I ask very kindly if the parents, the guardians, those of you who came in support of these amazingly wonderful children, can I ask very kindly if you can all stand in the presence of God? Praise the Lord. And as parents, we're going to stand in agreement. I ask very kindly if you can stretch our right arms to these children, the graduating class of 2024. Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you. We thank you first for who you are. Your word tells us in your presence there's fullness of joy, and at your right hand there are pleasures forevermore. And as these students, they are graduates now. They have life, and there's life ahead of them. Today, as the theme has indicated, today is life. I bring life, and we speak life into them. Not just natural life, but we speak the abundant life. We speak the everlasting life. And that life can only be found in you, Lord Jesus. We take opportunity now to speak into their lives. You know their thoughts. You know their anxieties. You know their aspirations. You know their dreams, their goals, their objectives. And Father, we pray as parents, as guardians, as adults, we speak into their lives that they will continue to arise in spite of whatever situation may befall them. They will continue to arise and achieve and know that their lives will be counted. We thank you for their many successes. We thank you for their many failures as well. And Father, in the Proverbs, you have indicated that a wise man learns from his mistakes. We are all human beings, and it is human to err. And so, Father, I pray that as we continue to look to you, our Creator, our Sustainer, the one who provides, the one who protects, we pray now for an overarching love and overarching protection of these amazingly wonderful children, these students And we declare that their latter years will be greater than their former years. The pains that they have experienced and may be experiencing now, the emotional hurt, Father, you are able to intervene and you are able to turn and change every crooked situation, making it right. Every wrong thing, every crooked situation to make it straight, and every wrong thing to make it right. Father, we thank you, Lord, for the parents and the guardians. We cannot forget them as we speak into their lives now. Godly wisdom, the fruit of the Spirit be manifested. And Father, as these students stand before you, we declare no weapon formed against them shall prosper. And every tongue that rises up in judgment, Father, you condemn in the name of Jesus. So Father, we thank you. Every workings of the enemy is destroyed. And as of today, as we have heard, that they are friends, and they will continue to be their brother's keeper. Help them down as they sojourn in their journey in this world, that all of them, each one, will make a difference for you. We give you thanks. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. And God's people say amen, and amen. Thank you so much.
Right, you may have your seats. Thank you very, very much, Pastor Holden. I would now like to invite Mrs. Sunarain Singh, our Vice Principal and integral part of the team here at Brazil, to present the vote of thanks for today's graduation. Let's give Mrs. Sunarain Singh a round of applause as she makes her way to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. I have been to many graduation ceremonies over the years, and I have to say that this has been one of the most real, entertaining, light-hearted, and holy ceremonies I've ever been to. I'm sure you agree with me. Right. So on that note, I would like to give thanks to all the people who helped to make it such a rich ceremony. Thank you to our guest speaker, Mr. Karen Seeley, for joining us today. He said he likes to keep it real, and he certainly did that. He showed that he knows our young people so well and exactly what to say to get through to them. Thank you, Mr. Seeley. I would like to say a heartfelt thank you to the following people. To Pastor Roger Holder and the Faith Assembly Church for graciously allowing us the use of their church to hold our graduation ceremony for yet another year. To Minister Dale Williams for the hospitality shown to us here at the church. To our valedictorians, Zaria Punch, Joshua Samaru, and Shelley Ann Marcel for sharing some of the memorable experiences of the graduates during their 5 years at Brazil Secondary. They did a wonderful job of representing their classmates. To the Master of Ceremonies and Mistress of Ceremonies for graduation this year, Mr. Maharaj and Miss Manswell, they have done a remarkable job. They certainly did their part in keeping it real, yet entertaining at the same time. So much so that we didn't want it to end, but you want it to go on? Okay, to the hard-working members of the local school board for the very generous sponsorship of awards for most improved student, most diligent student, and most outstanding student. To the following performers for the entertainment provided today: Miss Asia Ashring, Miss Amelia G1, Jediah Joseph and the Daughters of Zion, the Pan Warriors led by Miss Daniel, and of course, Macaria Aberdeen. To Mr. Ali, who is involved in every major event at Brazil Secondary, for the photo montage, which took us down memory lane. To Mr. Samuel, the sound technician, for the sound system, which allowed us to have such a smooth flowing ceremony. To all members of staff who worked on the different committees, to the Form 5 form teachers, Ms. Johnson, Mr. Sirlal, and Ms. Ramna, who have been working towards this day for a long time. And to Ms. Thompson for assisting with the planning, organizing, and coordinating of this event. We say a very heartfelt thank you. Not forgetting our ushers, thank you to the ushers who did a wonderful job as usual today. Finally, thank you to parents and specially invited guests for being here today to support our graduates at their final event at Brazil Secondary. You have been a wonderful audience. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ryan. Guys, is it here now? This is it. This is the last time you're going to put on a Brazil Secondary School uniform? Yeah. You all are now graduates? Like men and women outside in the world. We just like you all to please stand. Parents, teachers could also stand. Well, you could throw that. Just make sure and get it back. Ready with the music? Graduating class of 2024, congratulations. On behalf of all the staff at Brazil Secondary School, congratulations.